Welcome back. You're watching Sports This Morning. We're reaching you live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Your award-winning Channels Television. Let's get on with the show now. You saw some highlights from the German Bundesliga. Tayo, our guys, Leipzig.
Leipzig. I mean, they're still hanging in there.
Yeah, I know.
I thought they would, we were saying, okay, perhaps they're going to be the winter champions.
Yeah.
But apparently, Bayern Munich.
They won't be on there?
Yeah, Bayern Munich got a couple of things to say about it as well. So it's neck and neck between these two teams now. Both equal on points. Bayern ahead on goals difference. And I mean, Austin Cecilia, regardless of how the season ends for Leipzig, as long as they don't get relegated, I think it would have been a great season. Awesome. I mean, that's the only disaster that can happen for Leipzig now, getting relegated after having such a strong start to the season.
Obviously they won, because if you check the way they're playing and all that, it shows that they've lost just one game this season, just one. Bayern Munich too have lost one game. And check when Lewandowski is not scoring as he used to. Right now he has scored 11 goals so far this season. 11. And Aubameyang has scored 16. Last season he had 30. So it's going to be hard. And this game was
tight.
Douglas actually, gave them the lone goal victory, and that's how they struggled, at a newly promoted side. So it shows that Bayern are really not at their best form this season at all. They're not at their best form. So, and Leipzig and Bayern will be meeting on Wednesday. So I don't know how that's going to end. So that's going to be a very difficult one.
What a finish.
That's the way to get
Douglas Costa.
That was the only goal, but then that goal was just enough.
Now straight from the top drawer. Goalkeeper had no chance. You
don't describe such goal without him winning. So that's a winning goal right there. What a shot from Douglas. But again, good one. I like when a team comes up, and then said to themselves, we can do something different. That's the story of Leipzig at the moment. That's their motivation game after game. And then Tayo, if you look at it for Bayern Munich, they are the team to beat. Everyone will be beefing them. These guys think they'll just come and have a run at us and all of that. Lyon used to do that in France. It's no more. You used to have a time, we have the traditional Big Four in the English Premier League, but it's no more. That takes us to the English Premier League, guys. Let's run through some of the results from the English Premier League. What a story, that game between Manchester City and Arsenal. There's just something about the Gunners not holding it down when you expect them to.
Interesting, right? For the second time in a week, they've gone from a position of power to losing, all 3 points. Confirmation of the results of the games that were played yesterday. Southampton with a 3-1 win away at Bournemouth. Very good one for Jay Rodriguez. Injury plagued for the past couple of years now. Scored 2 goals in that particular match for Southampton. Manchester City 2-1. Come from behind win over the Arsenal. Arsenal again. We'll come back to Arsene Wenger later on. Cecilia, he's been having a go at the referee for allowing those 2 goals for the citizens. Tottenham 2-1 over Burnley. Very, very difficult game for Tottenham. Playing at home, one of the best records in the Premier League at home, and they just struggled. Barely got over the line, courtesy Danny Rose in that game against Burnley. So
Dele Alli equalized.
Dele Alli was on the score sheet as well too, and as well as Ashley Barnes for Burnley. Cecilia, let's come back to the Arsenal and Man City game.
That's the game of the weekend.
Definitely, and Wenger is not a happy camper this morning. He's not a happy man. Okay, let's put it that way.
He's not a happy man because he feels all the goals that actually came in. We're all offside goals and all that. But then you've lost, you couldn't take your chances and all. And if
especially when you score first,
with all the results of the weekend, all the teams that scored first, we're now on the losing end. But for us now, I felt, what they did against Everton, scoring first and going ahead to lose, that they could have been able to maintain another momentum against Manchester City, scoring and hold on to the league and see how they can maintain that. But they just couldn't. They just allowed De Bruyne and Sané to man their midfield and all that. Ozil, yesterday, everyone was like, they were looking for him. Where is Ozil? We saw when he made the first move in the first half, and second half, he practically disappeared and all that. Someone even joked that Arsene Wenger was trying to substitute him, but he didn't see him. So, when you have a big game like this, you expect most of the players to actually come to the party, but somehow, some were not just there at all. Alex Iwobi, he gave a good account of himself. Some other players, Alexis Sanchez, that injury that came in, I felt he should have been substituted immediately. He had that kick, that kind of a knock, but he wasn't. But at the end of the day, Arsenal were not just the better side of the night. Manchester City were better.
Clearly.
And they definitely took that one.
Clearly.
That's Arsene Wenger fuming. Enough is enough, whereas both goals were offside, which is very difficult to accept in a game of that stature. The second he's 5 years offside. But as it is, well known, the referees are, like what? Protected very well. And what's right, like the lions in the zoo. So we have to live with their decisions.
Of course, yeah, they have the final say. And Austin, that second goal is talking about there. I don't know, David Silva. David Silva, was he interacting? Was he engaging in play when Raheem Sterling shot that ball past Peter Cech? I mean, the rules are the rules.
That's it.
David Silva, I mean, yeah, it was around that area, but then I don't think it was really interfering with play. But the first one, Leroy Sané, I think, yeah, he's got a very good point there. It was slightly offside, but some of these decisions go for the attackers at times. Yeah, when it's tight like that, you know, they tend to give the advantage to the strikers. Yeah. So that's what happened. I don't think Wenger.
You know what? Antonio Morrige has the response for Wenger.
For Wenger,
on Twitter, he says Wenger is only whining. When Koscielny used his hand to score against Burnley, he kept quiet.
Yes.
Referee mistakes evens out, and that's true.
The bottom line.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that's the bottom.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, because the Burnley win got a lot of talking points.
Yes.
You know? And then say, oh, so now you can talk, right? Fans are watching.
Yeah,
that's why it says referees are protected. You know, they're like lions in a zoo. The protection is much, so they can't, you know, they make mistakes. That's why we talk about the VAR.
Yeah,
I mean, when that is introduced, I think issues like this will be sorted out.
Yeah,
but
managers won't fume anymore.
The VAR goes against you again.
Yeah, well,
you see that right in 45 seconds, that will be the difference. 30 seconds, 45 seconds, that will be the difference, you know, to see what's going to happen. So once that is confirmed, you wouldn't go ahead and
But for Wenger, for an Arsenal, let's stop talking about Arsene Wenger. Now, we understand he's very disappointed this morning. They've lost 2 in less than 6 days. But for the team itself, Mustafi, Squadron, I mean, it looks like his absence is starting to affect the stability of that defense.
You know, it has always been a problem with Arsenal. Look at from the time of Gallas and then Vermaelen, they don't keep their defenders. And that the defense line is what you shouldn't touch often, because they need to come and fight like brothers, like warriors. You know, then you bring a new face, you take it out again, and then they get injured, and you bring in somebody new. Of course, Mustafi came and started this season very well.
Yeah, but then he got injured.
Yeah. There should be something constant. That's defense for you. And right there, Arsenal, they're not getting it. They've been missing that for a very long time, and until they solve it, not just get a consistent